Alright, so it is early to say the least. It's just before 5 AM and I'm out here to show you a skateboard that you can't even buy. Let me explain. Scotty. Who's Scotty? Okay, so this is the Exway Wave X Apollo 15 limited edition. Before we start the video, I just wanted to show you some close-ups because it is never gonna look this pretty again. Alright, so welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Scott Davies. I love to review PEVs, electric skateboards, electric scooters, electric unicycles, never one wheels, and occasionally I'll put up a holiday vlog series. Very soon we're going to Las Vegas, March 19th we're flying out to EastGateCon, and we'll be vlogging, videoing that whole experience. So if you're into that sort of thing, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and if you do like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up because we've got lots more really cool content coming really soon. Now, as I mentioned in my intro, I'm going to show you today an electric skateboard that you, well, can't actually buy. The Exway Wave X limited edition Apollo 15 model. Now, I'm very, very lucky to get my hands on one of these. This is number 123, I believe, number 124, and they have now sold out. So why am I showing you it? Well, I think it's time for a refresh or an update because I reviewed this old girl, the original Exway Wave, about 2.5 years ago now when it very first came out. Oh. We had the hub and we had the belt drive. And well, I haven't really spoken about it since then, even though I use it very regularly. So really quickly, let's talk about the Apollo Wave X. This is a beautiful electric skateboard, and I think it shows us what Exway can and probably will do in the future. Everything from its amazing side board or side deck lights, the way these things illuminate is just, it's not over the top, it's just enough to look cool, but also give a bit of side awareness. When you're riding your board, you're around cyclists, pedestrians, if it's low light, they can see you even more. And of course, it wouldn't be a Wave without the built-in headlights and the programmable tail light. Now, I always have mine set to breathe-in mode. That means when I'm not braking, it just pulsates gently, a really nice red glow. But you can go into the app and you can completely tailor that. Any RGB, red, blue, greens, pinks, patterns, all that sort of thing. And it's the same with both boards. There's actually very few differences between the two models, between the X, or the Apollo edition, and the standard Wave. They both have 180 watt-hour batteries. They both can take a 99 watt-hour travel battery. They both have the same motors. They have the same ESC2 or Hobbywing 2, whatever they call it, but it's really smooth. Again, it has app connectivity, so you can turn turbo on, turbo off. You can put it into free mode, What that means is when you pull the brake back on, instead of bringing you to a complete stop, it actually puts you into reverse. So your braking is actually the change of direction of the board. You can slow down a lot quicker, and if you keep holding that brake, you're going to start flying back in reverse at the same speed you're just going forward. Okay, so why did Exway make the Apollo 15? Well, I honestly don't know. As I said, I think it's to show off what they can and probably will be doing in the very near future. One of the big differences for this board are its trucks. Now they're still the Tris trucks, the 7-inch wide, but these ones are CNC milled and they are beautiful. You cannot really feel a difference when you're riding it, but just knowing that they are CNC milled, you know they're stronger, you know they can take more knocks, and you know they will be more reliable and less likely to bend or snap. Now, saying that, this is 2.5 years old. The original Exway, no issues. I'm on the same trucks. I have not changed anything, nothing. I've changed the wheels. I put the orange wheels on it because I think it looks nice. Now, other things with the Apollo, well, it's got really nice custom grip tape. It has a reflective quality to it, so the silver bit here is very reflective. It's got the Apollo branding on it. It also has the NASA and the Apollo branding underneath the battery. Also has all the names of the astronauts and office or support staff under that battery. So another quick difference between the two is the deck. The shape is exactly the same. The comfort, exactly the same. Pad of grip tape, exactly the same. The only difference, this has some crisscross or some cross-hatched fiberglass in it as well. So it is a little bit stronger. Again, that said, the old original, I have had zero issues. I have dropped this, I have lent it to people. I know for a fact it's gone flying off stairs when people have hit the remote control. This one is it's just a good electric skateboard, and that's why I'm making this video. Like I said at the very beginning, I wanted to do a refresh or an update just to remind everyone how good the Wave is. Now, really important asterisk or side note, point, whatever you want to call it, is it the best shortboard on the market? I don't know. It's definitely not the fastest. It definitely doesn't have the biggest battery. But what it does have is some really unique features which make it a choice, an option, depending on what you want your shortboard for. I still to this day say you cannot beat their quick swap battery system. The way this battery locks in and locks out, there's nothing like it on the market. It doesn't rattle, it's never ever fallen out, and you can literally change the battery in about 10 to 15 seconds. You just got to remember to push that battery down as you clip it back on. I quite often keep the 99 watt hour in my backpack because it's so little and so light. You literally don't even feel like it's in there. And the other two big advantages for the Wave is, well, first of all, the weight. This thing's only 6.9 kilos. That's about 15 pounds. It's a nice lightweight electric skateboard, and that's why it doesn't have the biggest range, because it doesn't have the biggest battery. The other one is the integrated lights. I touched on it at the beginning. Having integrated lights controlled from the remote, powered by the board, it just makes sense. You don't have to take the lights off when you get home. You don't have to bend down and turn them on. You can ride along, double tap the remote and turn your lights on. And that goes for both boards. The Apollo, when you do that, it turns the side, front and rear on. So now let's move from the Apollo and focus on the original Wave. As I said, I want to do a refresh or an update. This board has done close to 5,000 kilometers now in 2.5 years. I don't ride it all the time, but I do lend it out, and it is usually left at work or in the car. And I have had no problems with it. And that's even when I was riding it at 100, 110 kilos, 230 pounds, something like that. It just works. Hop on. I know I can accelerate up to about 23 miles per hour or just under 40k an hour. I get about 15 to 20k range. I've lost a tiny bit, maybe 10% in the last 2.5 years. I haven't looked after the battery. I've left it at zero, I've left it at full, but it just keeps on ticking. The headlights still work perfectly, the tail light still works perfectly. There's a little bit of a rattle in the bearings, but they're not bearings with built-in spacers, so that's to be expected. If I can fit it in my suitcase, I'll actually take one of these to Eastgate Con with me just to get around when my big board is on charge. That's how much I like the portability. That's how much I like the portability of this Wave. I hope you've enjoyed this quick update video on the original Wave, this really quick look at the Wave X Apollo 15 edition. Both boards get a massive thumbs up. The original Wave gets the bigger thumbs up or gets the higher score because it's tried and tested. But that's the end. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget, hit the thumbs up if you are interested in getting a Wave. Can't get that one, you can get that one. There's a link in the description along with my discount code, Scott D. If you've got any comments or questions, chuck them down below. And yeah, if you go to Eastgate Con, also comment below. I can't wait to see you guys there. It's gonna be an awesome trip. That's it. All right, skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you next time.
I wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life. I never really put up a fight, and now I'm losing sleep. What if I lost touch? What if I'll never get it right? I try to follow my heart, but I lost it somehow. Wish that someone could say it'll all be okay. Just listen to me as I say. Listen to me as I slow